not to be the coach, and every department, the scouting department, the sport director needs to do their job. I will do mine for 18 months and then we move on.
After Leeds United draw, and now this morning the official decision made by Manchester United management and owners all together mentioning that, while my phone is still ringing and it's a crazy busy day, because Ruben Amorim leaves Manchester United with immediate effect. What happened, guys? If you see my channel here on YouTube, I told you yesterday, and I opened my video last night about that here on the channel, big tensions at Manchester United between Ruben Amorim and people in the management. And that's the case. The transfer market is a crucial part of this conversation. Then in the statement, Manchester United refer to the results, and of course the results are part of the game, are key part of the game, because if Man United were performing in a great way, of course that was going to be different. But in this case, we talk about a completely different situation, a completely different case, where results are an important part of the story, but also the transfer strategy. When Ruben Amorim goes in press conference after Leeds United game and says, I came here to Manchester United to be the manager and not the head coach.
The manager of Manchester United, not to be the coach.
Ruben Amorim sends a very strong message, a message that obviously is very easy to understand. Ruben Amorim wanted to make an impact in terms of decisions at Manchester United. If Ruben Amorim, it was 14 months ago, November 2024, decides to leave the project at Sporting during the season, something that Amorim at the beginning didn't want to do. Ruben Amorim's original plan was to complete the season at Sporting and then go to a new club in summer 2025. But then if Amorim accepted to go to Manchester United in November 2024, it's because Ruben Amorim had a feeling from the club that he was going to be able to make an impact in terms of strategy and make an impact in terms of what they wanted to build in order to make Manchester United great again. But then Ruben Amorim had the feeling recently that some of the decisions made by the club were not on the same page with his own view. And this is why he goes public in a very strong way and says, I'm the manager, I'm not the head coach. Manager. It means that he wanted to make an impact, he wanted to decide on signings, he wanted to decide on the strategy, and then the tactical aspect. Ruben Amorim made clear immediately when he signed for Manchester United that the system he wanted to use was a 3-4-3 or maybe a 3-4-2-1, but playing with a back three and with the midfield with 4. But then what Manchester United built, probably in terms of squad, is something that didn't give him always the opportunity to play with a back 4. And so internally at Manchester United, the feeling is that Ruben Amorim was going too strong with those statements, also yesterday. And that made the last 24 hours really explosive internally. It was really tense, really complicated to handle between Ruben Amorim and people in the management. This is why an emergency meeting took place overnight, and then in the morning the final decision made together with the owner, the co-owner, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and people in the management.